Hello, folks of YouTube, I'm Essel. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Maybe the last bit of Justice for All, depending on how this breaks out here. We're back in the trial, folks. Let's run it. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his clients. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprits. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Alright, here she is, back on the stand. Here we go. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Ms. Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right, it's only now to the witness house. Ms. Andrews. Only barely. Barely. Could you please enlighten the court as to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why does she... The bear figurine. Aha! I knew it. I knew it! That was kind of, they kind of lean into that though, so it's not like a big discovery on my part, but I'm glad that I was right. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Actually, if you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Okay, that was very unhelpful. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Looks like there really was something to that bear after all. The bear figurine. Here we go. 1, 2, and press. A puzzle. That's right. It looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? I thought there was more to it. Okay. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. So you can take it apart. And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh! This is most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Bear looks as much as a normal bear. Mr. Grandale looks like a normal butler. So true. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it'd be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Oh, witness, let's continue with your testimony. Oh, I say a dentist? True. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. Hold it. So who exactly knew how to solve the puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt that many people in the same bear in this that there are that many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken. especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's broken. Okay. Heh. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or a jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. On Guard didn't know, right? I think is what I'm gonna get for now. Okay. Only Corrida and Andrew know how to open it. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we've agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside of this box? What's inside? It's Celeste Impact to Suicide Note. That's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. Oh, this is brutal. It's a painful silence in the corner. All eyes on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. The tension. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is. Do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. So... That's a list. Andrews goes, sorry, actually, I forgot, and the case just ends there because we can figure it out. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Adrian had to be subjected to this? Order? Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. Oh. Okay, I was thinking about this. Okay, when I discovered the body, I looked for the bear. We said this day one, that, like, she was looking for the note. I wanted to... Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by Tequila. Do you mean Shelly D. Killer? Everything's going at Edgeworth's pace. So now the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Edgeworth. That's right. At least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it's only appropriate the contents of the note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was gonna burn it for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. We're not going to do it in the funny judge voice. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Corrida, and On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Ms. Impax had to say. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. On Guard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he's going to hold a press conference. My word! Matt On-Guard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop the note from being made public. At any cost. Okay. Oof. It's On-Guard's fault that woman killed herself. And this time he even went as far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. Terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. There is no room for doubt here. Mr. DeKiller's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. And the only person who needed the note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems we've come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. Ugh. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. Oh, no. I know, I have to carry on and buy in some more time. Okay. There are two pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe, somehow, I can find my way out of the situation through one of those. The gavel's already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry. The suicide note or the figurine, which one of these should I pursue? I think it's the figurine. How did they know? If only Adrian and Juan knew that the note was inside the figurine, how did Matt and Shelly know?
Objection!
Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like that he doesn't care, he's trying to get a killer off the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corridor. At the request of his client, of course. So, what's your point, Mr. Wright? I don't think it's possible that Mr. the Killer's client was Matt On-Guard. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at this bear that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt thought the note was inside this bear are 0 to none. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there is no reason why Mr. On-Guard would ever want a jewelry box like this. Order, order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Uh-huh. The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that was in my possession. Matt On-Guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt On-Guard. Order! Order! Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor. You don't tell me about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. Oops. You're probably thinking, but I had sorry, the double tap sucked me. This is one thing that I think is frustrating about this presentation of the series in the trilogy. and I don't know if this changes in later handheld games or whatever, no ability to read prior dialogue is tough in a visual novel. It helps so much in case of just accidental mishaps like that, so a little unfortunate. Yeah, Phoenix is like, I thought only I had the big clown car pockets? But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt On-God's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? Yeah, it's very weird. I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On-God landed the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I have nothing to counter that. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shh, don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so, ew, nasty. Phoenix. Yeah, Chief. Have you figured out what you're gonna do next yet? What I'm gonna do next does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting a lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There is a piece of evidence he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look at the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this evidence Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Dual Destiny Ace Attorney 5. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. So, things that come to mind. The timer on the camera, it wasn't a constant bit of surveillance, it was just for the murder time slot. Prime time murder. Yeah, if the ports are reusing the old engine, that makes sense. The transmitter, I don't think is it. It could be. I doubt it, though. Celeste's photo, I don't think, does it. Because we need to deflect from that. No objections is terrible here. That gets us killed every time. We die there every time. Okay. Yeah, well, let's present evidence. We'll see if the conversation goes anywhere. I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
How about that? Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? Objection, I only shouted after Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Exactly. So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you should really examine about this piece of evidence. It's not that. There's no way. I don't think it's that. You're telling me that it was I who forgot? Exactly. I don't think it was this. I don't think it was Lotta's camera. I don't think it was the magazine clipping. I don't think it's the guide map. Could it have been the guitar case? No, I don't think so. The costume inside of it, I don't think that's it. The wine glass, I don't think that's it. The murder scene, I don't think it's it. Shuriken, how's it going? Welcome in. Good evening, good evening. The button, part of the framing, don't think that's it. Suicide report, doubt it. Andrew's suicide report, doubt it. Autopsy report, doubt it. Knife, we know what's up with the knife. Photo. This depicts Andrew's leaving her framing sequence. Not helpful. Card. I don't know where this gets us. Spy camera. Maybe this is it. We did not talk about the timer at all. And this says timer. This says set to record for 1 hour. I don't know. Maybe that's it. The transmitter, I think, could also have been it, but I doubt it. I also doubt this. Doubt it. Possible, but I don't know where this gets us. Let's go camera. See what happens.
Take that!
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. But I think the item that should be examined is the defense's gray matter. Oops. Okay. Mr. Wright, after this trial is over, I would like to see you in my chambers. I think there are a few things we need to discuss. Yes, Your Honor. If you're going to speak, at least use your brain to make up something intelligible. So you're telling me I forgot something. Okay, we got one more miss. Okay. I thought that might have been it. I buy the logic on what I was saying. Something he didn't investigate enough? What? HP bar going away and coming back is so good, yeah. It's nice. Very nice. To call into questions and evidence. Is the evidence actually valid? Yeah. In fairness, I appreciate the nudge. This is sort of what I was just going to say, so that's why I'm glad this doesn't feel like, you know, I'm being too spoilered yet. So what thing is most likely to have been under-investigated? The card? That's why I thought the camera too, because he didn't actually have this camera or this transmitter. I mean, no one looked at the transmitter. The bear also and the note are both also inherently the least likely to have been investigated in full because we just got them. The photo as well, very unlikely to have been investigated fully. I was leaning towards transmitter or camera because they're more complicated. These are more complicated devices and much more easy to be like, well, that's that obviously. As far as stuff that's valid or not, the calling card. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this wasn't investigated, but it also doesn't help us, I don't think. This doesn't move the needle away from Matt at all. This one... I'm a little hung up on only Corrida and Andrew know how to open it. Okay. Well, we took a shot. We took a shot. I don't want to drag it out. I'm not gonna, like, take blind shots, but I you know, we're walking through the items we think are doable. Let's go with this one. Okay, I guess not. Alright. Alright. Hold the L. That's fine. You should be guilty is the thing. See ya, on guard. Okay. Let's go back to the drawing board. Oh no, the verdict was correct. Okay. Well, I'm just... Maybe you thought it's been too long since I played the relevant part of the case. Like in terms of days passing. The other thing that came to mind right away was the card. The other item I highlighted. Okay. Okay. I'm just not on the right track. That's fine, but... Okay. Hello, Wafels. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's try this again. All right, from the top. Attorney's badge. Can't be it. Maya's Magatama. Also, literally can't be it. Nickel Samurai. Can't be it. Press conference ticket. Can't be it. Radio transceiver is technically evidence. I'm trying to think if there's any universe in which presenting this gets us there. This does implicate the killer, but if our job is to, right now our job is to confuse the fact that like we're trying to cast aspersions on the like we're trying to convince the judge right now that it is not 100% that On Guard was the killer's client. That is our angle, right? In the process of doing so, Mia's suggesting that there's something that Edgeworth didn't investigate cleanly enough that gives us an edge and causes some doubt to the certainty that On Guard hired to kill her. The camera, I find this unlikely. I had one photo on it, and it was the photo of Andrews in the hallway. Article from Gossip Land, I think also unlikely. Map around the crime scene, I think unlikely. It's a hallway, the rooms are across from one another. The guitar case, possible, but unlikely. Wine glass, I think unlikely. We've been over the fact that Andrews left fingerprints on it and then got into the costume afterward. the killer dropped off the tomato juice. But I don't know if that gets us anywhere. Photo of the crime. Just like half an hour or so away from us, so not too long at all. This photo... I doubt it. We know it's not the card, the camera, or the transmitter. Could it be the bear? Unlikely if it's not the camera or the transmitter. Receipt points us to On Guard. Celeste, this could be it. I just don't know what this does for us. What do we most not want to be legitimate right now? Yeah, what most... So we got, you know, from chat we have what most implicates us that we need to call into question, and what do we most want not to be legitimate right now? I mean, the figurine handoff is the big thing, which is why I presented the figurine. That's obviously very bad. The camera's also very bad. Like, the whole setup around Matt having spied on Juan is the stuff that is very damning right now. Right, no, absolutely. We're not looking for the truth necessarily so much as a way to throw the scent off of Matt for a little bit, just to buy time. Agreed. So any direct that's why I presented the card as well. Any direct connection between Matt and the killer we want to throw off. I think we presented the note. Didn't we? I think we did. Or did we not? It'd be hard for Edgeworth to have not inspected that thoroughly enough because he gave it to the judge right away. I guess we don't know if this is legit or not. We didn't present this, right?
Take that!
Oh. Okay. There we go. I thought I presented it. Okay. I presented the bear, not the note. Yeah, he never looked at it. That is Ms. Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh! So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Ms. Impact or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright, are you saying this note is a fake? Ms. Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide and put it into this bear? Woof. How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Pair 10 or pair 8? Somewhere in there. Ms. Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt On Guard. I did no such thing. This sprite is so sad. Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented the scrap paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible. Getting the GBA audio? This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge's gonna carry the trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it one more day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis my butt, that's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. Arngred's guilty, look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty. 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 People here are just excited about Guilty Gear. People are really hyped for the main stage top 8 of Strive. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't have to say beside I'm sorry. I wish there's somebody I can make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them are already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking for him, pal. Don't you worry. Just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty. 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 Sole bad guy. Sole bad guy. Sole bad guy. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't for us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. About to end today's proceedings, you can take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Oh my god, genius. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying. Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day.
Objection!
Oh, he did it! He did it! The boy came through! Let's go! Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can... Solid Snake was Guilty Gear. Yeah, so true. Guilty Gear, huh? The MGS Guilty Gear crossover kind of slap. Should put Soul Bad Guy in the next Smash Bros. We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, the court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised, I will not allow another recess today. Not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. 2 p.m. Right? Well, what's one of my situation? It's a killer, also he got away again. 30 minutes, we can't find her in that time. Ugh. Oh. Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind and by accident and just rushed to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh ho ho, I thought you asked, pal. Got the things you left with me right now and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. Gumshoe, that's illegal. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now. Gumshoe! Gumshoe! This sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, I say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Oh, alright, just get here in one piece. He cares! I'm on a mission. No one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Items left by the Items left by the murderer, huh? Yeah, Gumshoe rules. Ugh. Maybe there's something... Hold on. Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Sorry, I'm losing it this week. I'm losing it this week. Did you just crash into the courthouse? Oh my god. Yep. Hey, what's wrong? Gumshoe, answer me! No one can stop me. What happened? Sounds like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. Gumshoe, are you still among us? What was he thinking? We gotta hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken. He wasn't drawing a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen. Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, we stand a chance. Why, oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? One horrible thing has crossed my mind. Is that, yeah, if Gumshoe died, we can channel him. There is a way. What? How? Oh. That's not what I was thinking. Gumshoe? Gumshoe? Gumshoe! With Gumshoe's death, a thread of prophecy has unraveled. You know, etc., etc. If he's dead, this can't be right. This can't be right. There's no way. If it was the transceiver, doesn't mean dead. Yeah, no, for sure. He's probably not dead, and we can't channel an alive person. We know that much. Not Christmas yet, so true. The transmitter, maybe? Did Gumshoe have the camera on him? This won't work, huh? Oh god! I thought we need to go back again. I guess that's me fine. I'll think of something on my end. Don't get your hopes up too high, but I'll try my best. Did I say something wrong? I didn't know this was that critical! Oh god. Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. Oh god, what do they want? I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent, using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Aww. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Oh, Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, so they said it was extremely urgent. Oh, but the kind of the bailiff. They're probably finished with their handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Wait. Did I throw? Ah, damn it. You're so right. Oh, so oh man. When I said no to Pearl, I was like, no, it couldn't be a person. That'd be so weird. Oh, it's super definitely Francisca. Damn. Okay, if this doesn't like cause us to get an L, we'll go back and we'll afterward, and we'll go back and we'll do it. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling because it's the final episode. No, it's been 45 minutes. YouTube folks, end of episode. Shorter episode, but I didn't realize it'd been 45 minutes already. So thank you for being here. If you enjoyed on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, don't move. If you're on YouTube though, thank you for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the VOD. If you did, consider subscribing below to find more from me. Play with some more Ace Attorney above with more of the case, including the final episode above. And hopefully I will see you on the stream, twitch.tv/SL_TV, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Until next time. Peace.